Hey VC, this is Gary from the Vinyl Dungeon. Just got done uploading a video about the Record Doctor 5. It's on sale at Audio Advisor for $199, regular $299. It's one of the vacuum machines that you can clean your records with. I just thought I'd mention it on this one in case somebody didn't see the other one, but I just uploaded it just a few minutes ago. But it does a heck of a job, and for $199 you can't beat it. They actually sell all the new, one thing I didn't mention in the video, they sell all the new parts for it, the pads and everything, right at Audio Advisor. So it's easy to find the stuff too. It's been out a while, that machine, so it's easy to find the pads and stuff for it. But I wanted to do a recent finds video here. I've been pretty lucky lately. The local record store, Rest in Peace Records, I've been going in there, and he's been getting a lot. I told you before, he bought a big collection from somebody, and he's been bringing them in slowly. And he always keeps like 3 piles of new stuff, and I've been finding all kind of stuff in that. And I also got some Amazon buys. And I also have some Goodwill finds, which I usually go in there and there's nothing in there. Now, these aren't the greatest finds, but I played a lot of them, and they're like brand new. They were dirty, that's all they were, and I was a little hesitant on buying them. Some of them were so dirty I couldn't even tell if they were scratched or not. But I took a chance for $1. And they cleaned up perfect. But I'll be showing you them. I might as well start now. Now here's one that was kind of a surprise to me. I went out and looked on the porch, and there was a Amazon box, and I had forgot I even bought this. I pre-ordered it, and that's Tom Petty's new album. It's a 4-record set. It's 76 to 2016. That's what it's. The Heartbreakers, Solo Work, and Mudcrutch. Says the definitive career-spanning hits collection. I don't know if you've seen this out, but it was on Amazon, and I pre-ordered, and I forgot all about it. And they didn't even tell me that they had even shipped it. I just looked at it on my porch, and there was a box there, and I brought in them, and I kept trying to think of what I had ordered. But because I already got 2 things from them a couple days before this, but it was a nice surprise. The only thing they didn't do a real good job as far as the the boxing of it. I mean, they give you a little booklet here with pictures of all the albums and some pictures inside here, but they're not colored or anything. And it was a rather pricey record. I think it was $59, I believe. But it's a 4 album set, so I guess that's not too bad. But it's got a lot of good stuff, and it's also got a previously unreleased song on it. It's called For Real, which it's pretty good, which I like. I like to get find stuff like that. But that's that. I also ordered this off of Amazon. This is Blind Faith. Everybody knows this album. But I had an older copy, and it was in kind of bad shape that I had found. And when it came out with the newer one, I just bought it. I also have the other alternate cover for this. I'll show you in a second, because I found that up in the Rest in Peace record store. But all this stuff is new. And Candlebox, Lucy album. It's a 2 album, and it. I guess everybody knows this album, but great album, especially the second one. Candlebox. I don't know if you. I guess a lot of you guys know them, but that second album's great. But yeah, that's it. Now, the next one's Pearl Jam. I believe this is Pearl Jam's second album, I believe. But I bought this. They're coming out with so many new releases here. It's hard to keep up with them. Now, the rest of them, these here, pile I got, these are from my local record store. First one is Outlaws, Soldier of Fortune. I like Outlaws. I've seen them about 5 or 6 times live, I guess. Nice group. They put on a good show. Yeah, that's it. Now, this is Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young, American Dream. I guess everybody knows these albums, but this is in mint condition. I mean, mint. It's perfect. I couldn't believe it was in that good a shape. But I think it's from 1980, I think. 80 or 88. I think it was 80. But, and Crocus, The Blitz. I don't see too many people showing Crocus, but it's on Arista. Kind of a cool label. Now this band here, this is like a live recording. This, they broke away from Grateful Dead. I think it was husband and wife, I believe. That's what I got off of Wikipedia. This is called the Heart of Gold Band. It's a live album. I think they got together and was going to, try to give it a run as a separate band off of Grateful Dead. And then the gentleman that was the founder of the band, he passed away. Yeah, I think this is the only album they ever had. I listened to it. It's kind of rough because it sounds like something that they were playing somewhere live, and it's it almost sounds like a bootleg, but it's all right. Okay, next one is Little Feat, Let It Roll. Great album. I really like this album. It's got a great sound to it, and it's on Warner Brothers, tan label. But yeah, it's a great album. I'm glad to pick that up. If you like Little Feat. Now here's Blind Faith. The other, I'm thinking one's American and one's European. I'm thinking, but I didn't realize they had. I always knew the other Blind Faith album. I mean, it's the same album, but I always seen that one with the naked girl on the front, but I never seen this one. And when I seen it, I looked at it, and then I said, well, these are the same songs as on the other one. But I bought it. And it was in perfect shape, like I said. Next one, The Kinks, Misfits. This is a great album. If anybody's into the Kinks, if you see this out, pick it up. I recommend it, highly recommend it. It's a great album. And it's on Arista. I'm going to try to go through these fast because I got a lot of buys here. Best is Easy, top. Try to get this. Yeah, I've got this in a CD, and I seen it, and I didn't even know they had it out on vinyl, and I was happy to get it. But it's like it's great hits. Next one is Grateful Dead, Terrapin Station. I'm not sure if I showed this on one of my other videos. I might have got it mixed up, but I'm not sure. But anyway, here it is. I got so many albums sitting right here on the floor. Oh, man. I'm trying to catch up on playing them all, but you guys know how it is. I've been buying so many records lately. I sold off a few guns, and I got quite a bit of money, and I was buying vinyl with them, and trying to play them all, find time to play them. Here's a Devo album. It's called Freedom of Choice. Everybody's seen this album. But I like Devo. Well, I kind of played them when I was younger. And here was, man, I love finding this one. I've seen somebody in the BC show this. They had picked it up. But it's the Seeds with that song, Pushing Too Hard, which I really like. But the rest of the album's pretty good too. So it's not a bad find. When I seen it, I snatched it up right away. But like I said, all this stuff is in like 8-1 condition. It always makes it a little better when you find something in it's like perfect. Here's one. This is a blind buy. I've never heard of these, and I haven't even played this one yet. It's called Headpins, Line of Fire. If anybody knows anything about them, I didn't even look them up on YouTube or anything to see any history or anything. I had a dry cough last 8-10 days. Never really got into a full-blown cold, but man, I was coughing my head off. And I wanted to do a video before, but I don't think I could have got through it without, talking. It made my throat tickle. So, here's another one, Grateful Dead, Wake of the Flood. And this is another good album. Brand new condition. Of course, it's on the Grateful Dead album release label. This was a Hey Jude album. I had a copy. I actually had 2 copies. I had a brand new one that came out in 2016, I think it was, and I had a bad copy, but I picked up another one. It was cheap enough, so I picked it up. Next one, Moody Blues Caught Live. It's a promotional copy. It's on London Records. Double album. It's a great album. I like Moody Blues. Now the rest. Let me show you that in a minute. Next one here. When I was young, I'm talking back in the late 50s and early 60s, there used to be a show on, it was called Ozzie and Harriet. And at the end of the show, it was like Leave It to Beaver type of show where the family, it's all about the family. And at the end of the show, Ricky Nelson would play one of his songs. And this is a greatest hits album of Ricky Nelson. And I remember all these songs, so it was kind of a nostalgic buy. I've seen it, and it's got a lot of good songs on it. It's a double album. Bebop Baby. Let me see some of these other ones. Poor Little Fool. Man, there's a lot of them on here, though, that I remembered hearing. Lonesome Town, Traveling Man. But anyway, it's in perfect shape, and it sounds really good. So I was kind of pleased to find that. Yeah, I was kind of shocked actually at the Goodwill find, and some of these covers aren't in the best shape. Here's Rod Stewart, Footloose and Fancy Free. Everybody knows this album, but like I said, when I do walk in there, it's right where I get gas at. So if I go in and get gas, I always go over to the Goodwill. Here's another one, Rod Stewart, Every Picture Tells a Story. There was 3 of them there, actually, that I picked up. I didn't really have any, I think I only had the one album by Rod Stewart. And Night on the Town, like I said, I know everybody's seen these albums, but now here's a group. I bought this kind of a blind buy. I've never seen anybody actually mention this band. It's called Ratt. I haven't even listened to this yet. The cover's not in real good shape, but the record itself was in perfect shape. But I don't even know let me see. Invasion of Your Privacy, that's what it's called. But the bottom here was the box. Somebody must have put tape on it, split, and they pulled it off and tore the cover. But the record itself is in good shape, so I picked it up. I have, like I said, I haven't listened to it yet. There's so many records here I got. Also, Music Direct sent me a replacement album for my Linda Ronstadt. One of them was damaged, and I had to send it back. Here's another one, Europe, Wings of Tomorrow. I've never heard this mentioned on there, but I have heard of Europe, but I haven't played this yet. I was still catching up from the last bunch of records I bought. Here's another one. This is Robin Trower Live, and I can remember listening to him in the late 70s. It's on Chrysalis, green Chrysalis label. Okay, next one. I was surprised to see this. I don't usually see these records out. Cinderella, Night Songs. But it's on Mercury. Here's another album. I've never seen too many people put up any Dr. Hook albums, but I like Dr. Hook. And I found this one in, say, at the Goodwill, and it was in good shape, so I picked it up. I haven't played it yet, but I have cleaned it. I did get that far. And here is another one. This is the Fifth Dimension. It's called Portrait. This thing going too long. We'll be at 017. And I remember going and seeing this movie when I was young. Star is Born. They did a remake now, but this was with Chris Christopherson and Barbra Streisand. But that's that. Now the next ones, I picked up 4 kind of like original hits albums. And they're mixed groups. And I usually don't get these because usually they're all beat up for one thing, or the sound quality's not really good. But I've played at least one album out of every one of these box sets, and they sound really good, especially this one. And this was a great find. Golden Days of British Rock. That's 4 albums, and it's got some fantastic songs on it. I'll name some here. Pictures of Matchstick Men by Status Quo, Colors, Donovan, Sunshine of Your Love, Cream, Love Is All Around, the Trogs. Let's see, You Don't Have to Say You Love Me, Dusty Springfield, San Francisco Nights, Eric Burdon and the Animals, the Beatles, Ain't She Sweet, Hippie Hippie Shake, Swingin' Blues, Blue Jeans, Silver Threads and Golden Needles by the Springfields. Let's see, Layla, Derek and the Dominoes, Wild Thing by the Trogs, Do Wah Diddy by Manfred Mann, Well Respected Man by the Kinks, excuse me, 11 o'clock and I'm drinking a beer, 60-minute IPA. This is out of Delaware. It's Dogfish Head. Great beer. It's a strong IPA. That's what I like. Let's see. What else? Some here. Catch the Wind by Donovan. Need Your Love So Bad, Fleetwood Mac. Ferry Across the Mersey by Gary and the Pacemakers. I'm Telling You Now, Freddie and the Dreamers. Mighty Quinn, Manfred Mann. Black Magic Woman by Fleetwood Mac. Needles and Pins by The Searchers. Hitchin' a Ride, Vanity Fair. A Summer Song, Chad and Jeremy. I Like It, Gary and the Pacemakers. I Go to Pieces, Peter and Jordan. Let's see. That's about all I really know. Oh yeah, You Really Got Me by the Kinks. But the albums, this is the one I said before in my last video, had some mold on the inside. It didn't all come off, but you can kind of see it. But it's 4 records set. Box isn't bad, and they sound good. I played the one album off of here, and the sound quality was pretty good, which I was a little surprised about. A lot of times they sound like almost like they're bootlegs when you get them. Okay, here's another one. This is 50s and 60s. This one here, it folds out. This is a 7 album set, and it's got a lot of bands. The records come out of here, but they were all in perfect shape. But it starts off from 1950 to 51 with a bunch of songs, and a lot of this stuff here on here. I remember my older brother and sisters playing. Connie Francis and Bobby Darin, the Coasters. Kind of a walk down memory lane for me. The Platters, Pat Boone, the Tokens, but they're all good songs. Hey Paula by Paul and Paula. Let's see. It had Harper Valley PTA. Everybody knows that song. Cherish Association, Good Vibrations, the Beach Boys. There's a lot of good songs on here. Downtown, Petula Clark, and I played like one of the records out of here, and it had a good sound quality to it. It actually has Deep Purple in it. It's My Party, Leslie Gore. Hello Dolly by Louis Armstrong. It's got a variety of stuff. Under the Boardwalk by the Drifters. I Get Around by the Beach Boys. It's something I don't usually pick up, but when I seen that, it was in pretty good shape. I noticed they was just real dirty, and I was hoping they weren't too scratched up when I cleaned them up. And they were pretty good. They actually sound nice and quiet. Here's another one. This is 60s, 60 great hits, pop and rock classics. I'll get this out of here. Like I said, I don't usually buy these things, but for the money, I think I paid $3 for these big ones and $1 for the other ones. But yeah, the records. This is a 6-record set, and it's got Santana, Black Magic Woman, Chapel of Love, Dixie Cups. Let's see, Mott the Hoople, Roll Away the Stone. See if some Paul Revere and the Raiders, Louie Louie. I like that song. Cover of the Rolling Stone, Dr. Hook. Let's see what else. Cry Like a Baby, Box Tops. Let's see, Poco, A Good Feeling to Know. Judy in Disguise, if you guys remember that song. John Fred and his Playboy Band. Here Comes My Baby by the Tremolos. This Diamond Ring, Gary Lewis and the Playboys. Let's see what else. You Made Me So Very Happy, Blood, Sweat, and Tears. Let's see, Spooky, Classics 4. Let's see, Whiskey, Charlie Daniels Band, Tobacco Road, Nashville Teens. Runaway, Del Shannon, that's a good song. Gary Puckett and the Union Gap, Young Girl. I'm Telling You Now, Freddie and the Dreamers. You old guys will remember all these songs, but younger people might not know about these. Ballad, Easy Rider, The Byrds, Woolly Bully, Sam the Sham and the Pharaohs, Wild Thing by the Trogs, Ferry Cross the Mersey, Gary and the Pacemakers, Long Cool Woman in a Black Dress, the Hollies. But it's a lot of good songs on here. I mean, I couldn't help but pick it up. Whiter Shade of Pale. Let's see what else. Grassroots, Sooner or Later. Blue Velvet, Bobby Vinton. It's My Party, Leslie Gore. Soul Man, Sam and Dave. Let's see. Runaway, Del Shannon. Deep Purple, Nino Tempo and April Stevens, whatever that is. Last Kiss by J. Frank Wilson. Try a Little Tenderness, Aretha Franklin. Argent, Hold Your Head Up. There's just a lot of good songs. You Made Me So Very Happy, Blood, Sweat, and Tears. But for $3, 7 albums, I had to pick it up. They forced me. And here's another one, the last one. It's a 4-album set. It's got Groovin' by the Rascals, Turn, 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 Birds, Daydream, Lovin' Spoonful, Papa's Got a Brand New Bag, James Brown, Turn Down Day by Circle, I Think We're Alone Now, Tommy James and the Shondells, the Buckinghams, Kind of a Drag, Come a Little Bit Closer, Jay and the Americans. I remember that song, hearing that a lot. Full in Love, Ike and Tina Turner. Expressway to Your Heart, Soul Survivors. I seen them live, Soul Survivors, with the Beach Boys back in the 60s. And they had a few hits out at the time. Cherry Cherry, Neil Diamond. Sunny by Bobby Heap. Judy in Disguise, Johnny Fred. Good Lovin' the Rascals. Jenny Takes a Ride by Mitch Ryder. Wooly Bully, Sam the Sham and the Pharaohs. Poison Ivy, The Coasters. Hang On Sloopy. I Got You, Babe, Sonny and Cher. Under the Boardwalk by the Drifters. That was a good one. And Rescue Me. But it's also got a list on the back. I'm not going to go through all these, but they're all, every one of them were like a big hit for the group. So it's kind of cool to have. Rain on the Roof, Lovin' Spoonful, Dixie Cups, Chapel of Love. But it's also got Pushing Too Hard by the Seeds, that album I just bought, which was kind of cool. I Got the Feeling, Neil Diamond, Charlie Brown. I'm not going to go over all these, but they're, like I said, they're in really good shape. This was a 4-album set. But I believe that's it. Nope. I think, did I show you? Yeah, I showed these already. But that's about it. Just getting over this cold, this cough. Reason I got the beer here, so when I'm talking and my throat gets tickly, I can drink my beer. It's only 11:30, but what the heck. Okay, guys. Well, I'm going to upload this, and it should be there shortly. But I'll see everybody later. Hope everybody has a great Sunday. Take care.